I'm Miko.
And I'm Rob.
And we're
Wander Open Roads. Hey, thanks for joining us. Today we are at Arches National Park. Yes, so we are just beginning our day here. Now, they do have timed entry, so you definitely got to make sure, and it's during the peak times of year, which it is right now for us, so definitely make sure that you check on the website to see if you need to, get that timed entry reservation, which we have. Ours is just in a couple of minutes here, so we're got our picture at the sign, and we're just kind of waiting to get in the park, and we are excited.
Yes, so this is the last of our Utah Mighty 5 national parks.
Yep, and this is really probably the most popular one. I mean, it's the only one that has timed entry, so yeah, probably a lot of people here today, so hopefully it won't be too bad on a Monday, but we'll see.
We'll see. So we'll see if we save the best for last.
Who knows?
I don't know. All right, let's see.
So Arches National Park is in the eastern part of Utah, adjacent to the Colorado River, about 4 miles north of Moab, Utah. This park contains more than 2,000 natural sandstone arches, including the well-known Delicate Arch, which constitute the highest density of natural arches in the world. And it also contains a variety of other unique geological resources and formations. So the park lies above an underground evaporate layer or salt bed, which is the main cause of the formation of the arches, spires, balanced rocks, sandstone fins, and eroded monoliths in the area. And the park is made up of 76,000 acres, which equates to 119 square miles of the high desert located on the Colorado Plateau. The highest elevation in the park is 5,653 feet. So if you're not used to high elevations, definitely be aware of that. And this park receives an average of less than 10 inches of rain per year, so it is very dry. Please make sure that you plan accordingly and bring plenty of water. So this national park is part of Utah's Mighty 5, and it is definitely an awesome spot, one that you have to check out. It's very popular. They have timed entry from April 1st through October 31st every year, so definitely make sure that you go to the website and get your timed entry passes from recreation.gov. And definitely, once you get in there, go to the ranger station or the visitor center and get all the information from the park rangers as to what is open, what is closed, what's available, and just really make the most of this because this is a national treasure.
So we are at our first stop, which is
the windows.
The windows section. So they have the double arch here, the turret arch, and there's some short hikes from this area. So we're going to check this area out, but you can already see the arches from the road. So I can't wait to get up close and personal.
So as you can see on our hike, we have long sleeves on. You know, we're wearing moisture wicking athletic gear that also has UV protection from the sun. So that's one thing that you definitely want to do, is you want to make sure that you have layers on, and that you have light clothing that's going to protect you from the sun, but that's not going to be too hot for you and just sweat you out. So this was definitely a great way to dress for us, and it, you know, kept the sun off of us, which will definitely just kind of zap your energy. So that allowed us to get more hiking done on our trip to Arches.
So we have done the double arch, and that was amazing. You can really get up, and you can climb up there and be right under the arch, or you get as close as you want. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But we are now headed toward the delicate arch. We're going to do the upper and lower delicate arch viewpoints first, and there's picnic tables down here, so we're going to also have lunch before we head back down to Wolf Ranch, and then do the trail to the actual delicate arch. So that's kind of what we have going on right now. Definitely starting to heat up.
Oh yeah.
So we're trying to get as much done before it gets too hot.
So going to see delicate art is definitely not for the faint of heart, and a lot of the trail is uphill. So I'm just going to warn you right now, this hike is no joke. We're sharing some of the hike there. I mean, it was a long way, and it was warm outside. So. So as we finally got to the arch and walked up to the area, we saw that a lot of the people were just kind of standing at a distance, but we had to go in there and get closer. We had walked all that way, and there were a few people that had actually ventured down close to the arch. I wanted to get those great pictures that were right under the arch and close to it, and we were not going to be denied after all the time that we'd spent to get there. You definitely have to be careful about the slope once you climb down in there. You can see there's just a big kind of pit at the bottom, and you definitely don't want to fall down there, so you have to be careful. And you have to know you were out here on your own. There are no park rangers or anything to help you, so be careful.
All right, we have just finished the famous
Delicate Arch.
Wee! Oh man, I mean, it's a hike.
It's a hike.
I mean, not even gonna lie, it's a hike. Once you get there, take every picture you can with the arch, because you need proof that you made it. I don't mean pictures of the arch, I mean pictures with you and the arch, because you got to have proof that you made this hike.
Oh yeah.
But
that's no joke.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever water that you were thinking you were going to bring, just double it.
Yeah.
I
mean, we're rationing at this point.
Yes, we are.
But it was beautiful. There were crowds. There were people, but there weren't crowds.
Yeah,
so
not too bad.
It wasn't too bad. You could really get some good pictures, without having a lot of people in your shots. So
Almost
it's definitely worth the hike. Would highly recommend it if you are physically able.
Do it early in the day.
We did it after lunch, hindsight being 2020.
Yeah, and we had already done another pretty decent little hike before that. So
yeah, we should have hit this one first.
Yeah, should have hit it first. Whoop.
Hiking boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely got to hit this first thing.
Oh yeah.
It would be much better in that case. But it was definitely a great hike. So we ended our day with the Devil's Garden Trail. We hit 2 of the arches, the last one being perfect. It was great. There were some deer that actually crossed over on the other side of the arch. Like, how can't be more picturesque than that.
Yeah, that was the Pine Tree Arch.
Yep, the Pine Tree Arch. So that one is definitely worth the hike too, and it's a close, kind of easy hike as well. The Tunnel Arch was, I mean, it's on the way to the Pine Tree. So I mean, so what did you think about the park overall?
I mean, it was definitely a cool park. You know, it's very picturesque, just kind of driving down the main road. But you know, to get out and see, you know, some of the more famous arches, you definitely have to get out and hike. So
Yeah.
definitely make sure that you wear your hiking boots, that you have your water, and your snacks and all that stuff. You know, it's about 88 degrees right now. You know, so it was in the 80s when we were out, and yeah, you know, we can definitely feel it. So yeah, but great park. I mean, it's, you know, awesome views. Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely recommend doing the longer hikes in the morning and getting those out of the way, and just saving the shorter hikes for the afternoon. Even like the Devil's Garden is really like a long hike because it's a loop that has a lot of arches.
Yeah.
Like that's something you should do in the morning. I mean, since we were doing it late in the afternoon and the heat was here, we just, you know, did like a small hike, but you know, definitely do the longer hikes in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, our timed entry was at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's 4:45 right now, so we're just leaving the park. So, you know, we were there. I mean, what, almost 7 hours.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like you could break it up and do it in 2 days, but if you only have a day, you know, just hit the highlights, and you'll still feel like you've seen a lot of the arches.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of arches. We saw all of the famous arches that, you know, and of course we went and talked to the park ranger in the beginning and kind of asked, you know, hey, what are the ones that are the must see, and you know, he gave us those. So,
right, and I mean, I feel like we left a little meat on the bone, so the next time we come, you know, there'll be some things that we can see that we didn't see the first time. So we would definitely be back. I've enjoyed, you know, all 5 parks.
Oh yeah, they're all so different.
Yeah,
they're all so different.
it's a different experience with each one. I think, you know, one of the things that we've learned is that you really gotta kind of really get out there, and you gotta engage with the park, because that's gonna create the most memorable experience. If you just kind of do a drive-by, I mean, yes, it's cool, but you know, it's going to be more memorable if you really get out there, get on the trails, get to some of the places that you really can't see from the car.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be tons of overlooks, and you'll be tempted to just stop at the overlooks. But yeah, you have to actually get out and do some of the shorter hikes. You know, like you said, really engage in what's going on, and then you'll really feel like, you know, you really saw it and really experienced it.
Right. But it was definitely unique. We've seen a lot of arches today.
Yeah, we have.
So the park is rightly named.
Definitely. Yep.
So thanks for joining us on yet another national park tour. And this is the last one for Utah, and we're heading out to Colorado next.
Yep, Mesa Verde.
Yay.
Thanks for joining us for another Wander Open Roads adventure, and we will see you next time.
Wander safely.